What is going on, guys? This is Wise Gaming HD, and welcome to episode 1 of this career mode. And first of all, I want to apologise. I do have a cold at the moment, so apologies if I sound a bit weird or anything like that. And first of all, I just want to say what team I chose and why. I chose Liverpool because I feel they've got some really good and nice young players there, and they've recently signed Sturridge in the January transfer window, and I think it's absolutely quality on FIFA. I really do, and I think if I can keep him fit, and if I can sign some other players, and maybe sell off some, players such as Luis Suarez, and get some funds available, and make some changes, and bring in some young talents and things like that, then I feel I can, take this club places and achieve big things. And it'd be interesting to see, when I show you what Liverpool actually want to see from me this season, what their targets are for me. And as I set this up, I just want to talk about what I want to see myself to achieve with Liverpool this season. And I'd like to get in, I'd say the top 6, sorry. I mean, the top 4 would be a bit hard on my first season, I do believe. I mean, it's achievable, but I just feel the top 6 is, a bit more realistic. But anyways, on to what I was doing here. I was just attempting to sell off some players, putting them onto the transfer list, and I felt I needed to sort of get the money for Gerrard while I could. I know if there's any Liverpool fans watching, then they'll probably hate me for doing that. I mean, yes, he's a Liverpool legend, but I think, if I get the money in for him now, then I feel, in maybe a season's time, he might not be as good a player, and, he won't be as quick, and he won't be worth as much. So I think if I get the money in for him now, then it'd be perfect time, really. And I'm selling off Stuart Downing, and I'll also put Luis Suarez up for sale as well. So if I can get some funds in, as I say, I can bring in some younger talents, and people that can develop and shine. And there are some really good players there. And on to Liverpool's targets for me. They want me to get in the top 4, so as I was saying earlier, really hard for me to do. And they also want me to win the FA Cup. So it's really ambitious targets. And they also want me, not only that, they want me to win the Europa League as well. And I did actually, start this season with, including the Europe competitions. That's what I did. And I received an offer very early on for Luis Suarez from Real Madrid that offered 18.5 million. I set the counter offer at 24.5, I do believe, somewhere around there. And I received another offer for Luis Suarez, this time from Arsenal, offering 14.5. I set the counter offer at 24.5. And Arsenal come back to me and say, no, we're offering 19, and I reject that. I think, hopefully Real Madrid will go have that deal, and they come back to me fairly early on and they say, yeah, we'll do that. And Sheffield United offer season loan for Andre Wisdom, the young right back, and I accept that. I think he needs all the experience he can get. Let's be honest, he won't get played at Liverpool. We have Glenn Johnson, and an offer comes in from Fulham for Stuart Downing. I set a counter offer, and another bid comes in, this time for Pepe Reina from Milan. They offer 8.5 million. I set the counter offer at 10 million. And Luis Suarez has been sold to Real Madrid, as has Pepe Reina been sold, and Stuart Downing as well. So, all the funds slowly trickling in. So, an offer from Juventus for the services of Steven Gerrard, and an offer from Fulham for Pepe Reina. I actually reject that because, I feel that, his deal might go through to Milan, things like that. And, maybe Gerrard is going to be sold as well. And the deal that would see Pepe Reina move to Milan has actually looking like it's going to go ahead. And I decided to adjust the budget allocations a little bit. So there's enough wages in there for me to sign a player, and also the right amount of money available for me as well. And I go in looking for a keeper. Obviously, I'm going to need a replacement for the experienced Pepe Reina, who's going to Milan potentially. And I had a look at a couple of keepers, and this guy Matteo Perrin did cross my mind, and I thought, no, he's only 19. Maybe you want a bit more experience, someone a bit more. How do I put that? A bit more. Yeah, just experience, really. And I looked at Tim Krul. I mean, he's a really proven keeper for Newcastle now, and he has recently signed a new contract, it says here, and worth between 6.4 and 7.6. And I put a bid in for him, hoping that they'd accept. And we received an offer from Atletico Madrid for Lucas Leiva at 4.5. I set the counter offer at 5.1. So, and I did go ahead and match that deal, and I absolutely despise Lucas Leiva on this game. I really hate him. He's so slow, and I just think I just hate slow players, and I'm not a big fan of Lucas Leiva, and thankfully he has been sold. And we head into a first friendly game at home against Nice, or Nice, however you want to say that, and we pick up a 3-1 win, so that's always nice to see. Daniel Sturridge hitting 2 goals, and Coutinho also scoring. And having accepted my bid for Tim Krul at 8 million, the second time of trying, I just need to try and get Tim Krul to accept his personal terms. So that was hopefully all going to be all good. And a loan offer for Sousa comes in from Nottingham Forest for the season. I accept that. He's only 18, young Spanish right winger, 73 rated, I do believe. So he does have a lot of potential, and a lot of time, ahead of him to improve. And I go into the market looking for a striker. And I look at a few people, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang really just stuck out for me. I'm a really big fan of his on the game. I think he's absolutely amazing. Only 23 years old, 80 rated, valued at 12 million. And it says here that he's got a lot of years remaining on his contract. And I put in an offer of 16.5, and I also chuck in John Flanagan there as well. And we received an offer for Daniel Sturridge actually from Sunderland, and they offered 11 million. So I didn't even realise that Sunderland had that amount of money, but I did decide to reject that purely because, as I was saying at the beginning, if I can keep him fit, he's going to have a really big influence on where I finish in the league. He's such a good player, an important player for the club, and I have signed Tim Krul by the looks of things, guys. That's a really, really good signing for me. And we pick up a win away at Borussia Dortmund in friendly 2-1 win. Daniel Sturridge picking himself up another goal. And Saint Etienne had accepted my offer for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and I send off his personal terms, his contract. So I was hoping that deal was going to go through. He would be a really, really good signing for me. Having Daniel Sturridge and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang out front would be really deadly. And I go in looking for yet another player, this time a creative midfielder, and I think, you know what, Juan Mata is the perfect player for me. A really creative player, still very young, only at 24, 86 rated, and Juan Mata in real life for Chelsea is having an amazing season. I am a Chelsea fan, and I really, really do like Juan Mata, my favourite player, and I just think, he's got bags and bags of quality. I even think he's better than David Silva. I know many of you would agree with me with that. And we have signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for 16.5 million and John Flanagan. So that is our second signing of the summer now, I do believe. So that's, really good news for us. And we send off Juan Mata's personal terms, hoping he'd accept that. And I actually changed the formation that we're going to use, and it's going to be a 4-4-2 diamond wide. I always use it on crew mode. Big fan of the formation there. And we make a couple of changes, obviously putting on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, players like that. And I think Tim Krul is already in the team. And Aubameyang is going to go up front. In place of obviously Scott Allen. He's not going to play there, but I'm pretty sure I can guarantee you'll be using not Scott Allen, Joe Allen I will be using him quite a bit this season, and received an offer from Fiorentina for the services of Martin Skirtle, and I decided to reject that. I just think, there's still plenty of years ahead of them, and, a big player for Liverpool. And there we have it. We have signed Juan Mata. That is absolutely fantastic. What a signing that's hopefully going to prove to be. Such a good player, and he can be the difference between finishing in the top 4 where Liverpool want me to finish, and finishing, somewhere in the top half. Going looking for a defensive midfielder this time, and I tried to sign Paul Pogba, but it says that he's just joined Juventus, and they won't let me do that. So, and the same happens for Axel Witsel as well, actually. And Fellaini is the player I did end up putting in a bid for, and thankfully he hasn't just signed this time, and I offer 16.2 million for him. And that transfer offer was accepted, so I hear back from them quite early on, and I offer him 62k a week, 5% goal bonus, and a 3-year length. And Raheem Sterling, interestingly, says he has been progressing well, and he wants to discuss his wages. He feels that he should be earning more based on his contribution to the team. So, quite cheeky. He's only 17, but he's a really good player for the club, and if he wants more, I've got to give him more, haven't I? And we have signed Marouane Fellaini, yet another signing. I think that's our 4th signing. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's our 4th signing. So, made loads and loads of changes. And I do actually end up listing Jordan Henderson. I really wanted to send off a scout to get some young players in, and just build them up and build for the future, really. And we have our first game of the league, guys. And this game was at home against Manchester City, so you can't really start off the season any harder, apart from obviously playing away at City. And it was Juan Mata's debut, Marouane Fellaini's debut, Tim Krul's debut, and Aubameyang's debut as well. So once again, I do apologise for my voice, it's slowly dying. And early on in the game, we just kept possession with the ball, trying to get a feel for how I was going to play not only the game but the season. And Glenn Johnson receiving the ball, there was claims for offside, drifts past the head of Aubameyang, and Mata has a really nice shot, and Aubameyang can clear up the mess left right in front of him. A really nice poacher's goal for Aubameyang there, and that is the first goal of the league, and we take the lead, and we go ahead against Manchester City, and that is really, really nice stuff. And Marouane Fellaini goes really, really close, and we go into the half-time break with the scores at 1-0 in our favour, so I'm really, really pleased with that. And Juan Mata doing his magical movement there, and Daniel Sturridge nearly getting on the end of that. And Mata has another really great chance, and Vincent Kompany, what a block that was. But that was not enough for City to get back into the game. There was not enough time left, and they couldn't break away. And we pick up the 3 points that we really wanted. Glenn Johnson getting man of the match, 8.7 rating. What an absolutely fantastic result that was. Coming up to the end of the first episode, guys, this career mode. Stay tuned for the next episode. Not entirely sure when that's going to be. Hopefully soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later, guys. Cheers.